Hello, and what is up, guys? It's Demon9X coming at you with a new video. Or rather, a live.
Okay. Mother Hubbard.
Okay, so this is slightly late in the feed. I'm just going to get everything out because this is my first live stream. So hello, and what is up, guys?
Sure, whatever sport
It's
you
coming
can
at you with
for
a
the
new video. Or rather, a live.
Okay.
Yeah. So I started this a little early. Anyone watching, you can just ask whatever question you like in the comment section. I will be watching it. I will be looking through for questions. You can ask me about myself. You can ask me about Pokemon. You can ask me about what I think about Tales of Arise from what I've seen, Stranding, whatever game that comes to your mind. Keep in mind, I am currently working through a cold, so I might not be able to keep track of everything. Again, first live stream, so yeah, it's gonna be fun. And yeah, nothing much. So I've been on YouTube for a few years now. I haven't really done it in any major degree. As you probably see, the name of my channel is... Oh crap! It's not. Oh crap! I'm just getting a little warning here. Anyways, anyone who's just dropping in now, so the name of my YouTube channel is AMAC Demon9X, or AMAC Dex for short. AMAC is already short for my actual name. First name's Andre. That's where the A comes from, and then there's my last name as well. So I've been on YouTube for a while now. I've been kind of doing this not really seriously, but at least I've been doing YouTube. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, it's mainly a gaming channel. I usually just talk about games I like. And this is actually gonna get annoying, isn't it? There we go. Oh. No, okay, that's gonna get annoying. There we go. Yeah, like, seriously, just drop a comment at any time you want. When it comes to Pokemon, I am of the opinion that they should have found a way to have all the Pokemon in there, either post-launch with a patch, which would have been the most viable solution. Yeah, I'm not really sure. It's usually better to have someone to bounce off of. Again, first live stream, so I'm very nervous. Yeah, well, as you can see, this is my setup, YouTube setup, my video setup. Stuff like Goku in the background there. God damn, this thing keeps freaking giving me warnings about like resolution and all that. Again, that maybe just was a mistake. Look, I'm gonna be coming in here. I want to do something like this a little more full time because it is a little better for my health. I don't have the best health in general, and at least I could come up with more content with the more views I get. Because, you know, more views means I can actually get some funding. I can actually do something. That money, in addition to the money I make from my current job, I work at a restaurant. I currently work at a restaurant, and you know, unfortunately, life doesn't work out like the way a lot of people would want it to. I do have my own projects that I'm working on, but I can't have the time to work on them. And um, I want to have that time. I want to be able to do those kind of projects because doing those kind of projects can lead to making connections with you, the viewers, and yeah, that's like I have this one project I'm working on called Project Pandora, not the final name of it. Um, a little background story. Basically, it's like 5,000 years before the main story. Archaeologists found Pandora's box, but opening it unleashes this wave of energy that changes the world around it, and it progresses from there. And the reason I called it Project Pandora is for the collective project because it interconnects from this one particular moment. Because just because one person makes physical contact with the box, unleashing that kind of energy, changing the world, doesn't mean that the end results are going to be the same as another person. How does the world change to fit the person who's given the power to change it? The first project for Project Pandora is known as Creadora. And it's sort of like Pokemon in that kind of sense. It is following that kind of dynamic of you go out, you capture these like magical creatures or creatures that can be explained somewhat through science, but not really all that well. It is more on the supernatural basis. Um, and yeah, I'd love to continue doing these kind of projects, but I haven't really been able to find the time because I'm stuck. Because I'm stuck doing both the other job. I'm exhausted, and then I'm not really able to work on the projects I would love to because, again, that ultimately makes the connection because I can maybe if I get enough funding for it, I could make it into a cartoon that I can post up here onto YouTube. Uh, for for free for the viewers to watch. And the only thing I get from it is just like whatever ads and all that. But it is something to put up here for content wise for you, the viewers, because you probably have something that you want to watch, or you might be intrigued in this kind of content, and it's one of those things. Um, as I mentioned, as you've probably seen the title, there is mention of the Tales game. Again, this generally works better. Again, if I had someone actually leaving a comment, I'm not sure if the viewer out there is on their actual channel or whatever, but drop a comment if you can. That would be greatly appreciated. Um, what was I going to say about the Tales game? I'm still trying to follow what the story is because I'm trying to understand why the guy was wearing a mask and then he's not wearing a mask, but he's still partially wearing it, and it's like was he like enslaved? Is that like what is the whole deal there? Death Stranding is a cluster mind screw. Trying to keep this slightly PG. But yeah, it is a cluster like what? So this event happens, it ravages the land, and now people are between life and death. But there's some people that are caught in there, stuck in like a sort of limbo. Is that what I have right here? And yeah, it is a cluster and I'm not 100% sure where they're going at. Let's see, games that are coming out. Oh, Luigi's Mansion. Luigi's Mansion is is a game that's kind of, oh, god damn it. Sorry, it seems like the live stream cut out a little there. Let's see if I can't fix that. How to fix that? Yeah, it's not helping me at all. Yeah, first live stream, so I'm still working out all the kinks. Now my thing's kind of slowing down. What was that? Games are, oh right, games that are coming out. Luigi's Mansion 3. Um, Honestly, it's not like it's a hotel now, so it's not a mansion. It's not like a series of mansions. It's a hotel, and apparently each floor is designated for different results, right? So plus all those other factors like the Luigi. It seems it seems intriguing enough. And yeah, it just really depends on how they're gonna go about it. I played Dark Moon. It was a good game. It was. Um, did not get the first one when it was re-released, and I didn't get it back in the day, so I can't really say anything about it. But if it's anything similar, then again, it's a good game. Still on the fence, but it is something to play. Something I don't know. Like, I'm on the fence of buying it, but like, at least it's something to actually play. Um, yeah, what other games are coming out? Oh, the Final Fantasy VII remake. I really should have made notes for myself. That was my bad on that one. Yeah, Final Fantasy VII remake. Uh, uh, it is intriguing the stuff they're changing up and all that. Kind of wish, kind of wish they would. They would. Crap. Where was I going with this? They're changing things up, which is intriguing. It seems like the first part is going to be Midgar itself. Um, which like I don't mind so much because you could do a lot with Midgar if you're doing this whole like expansion kind of deal. So lots of side missions on that. I don't think Midgar is going to be the end all be all of the game because that would make it a very short game compared to what the original was, and I don't think anyone really wants too short of a game. um, I see them maybe ending it in Calm, or maybe ending it right when they arrive in Junon. The reason for Calm being where they actually end it, um, the reason for that is because it makes sense to end it on the Sephiroth story, right? Like where like Cloud is telling the story about Sephiroth and him and all that. It would make sense for that, but at the same time, if you're expanding enough that first initial continent where they arrive on Junon, and then have Junon be the starting city of part two, would make complete and total sense. At least to me. I'm not 100% sure what anyone else thinks, but at least in that kind of format, it makes sense to me. The question, of course, that comes with this is part is part two of this, the second episode, going to be the rest of the game? Is it going to be um, is it going to be part, say, what is going to be 3 parts in total, right? That's a factor we do not know. and that's a factor that we have to figure out when we actually see the game. It ultimately depends on how far they go with what they're releasing next year. Uh, I feel like I'm missing games and I can't quite figure out what games I'm missing. Oh, Cyberpunk 2077 rights. Okay, so unfortunately, I get like crippling. I get crippling. Uh, like motion sickness when I play first person games. So unless there's a third person mode that I don't know about, I'm not, unfortunately not gonna be able to get that game. I'm not saying it doesn't look good. It absolutely does, but I'm not I'm not going to be getting that game because again I can't play it if it's just first person. If it could switch back and forth like Fallout, then that's definitely what I'm going to do. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna get the game and play it and all that. Yeah, I don't really. I'm just rambling. Seriously, people can share this. Greatly appreciate it. Share the stream. Let's get people in here to ask questions. Um, damn. Just checking up on stuff. Um, yeah. Very nice setup, don't you think? Yeah, I've got the anime stuff at the top. You got the. Oh, you guys can't see that, can you? I have more like boxes involving like I got the God of War Collector's Edition. Whoever seen my videos, you can actually just check that out. Um, um, I'm planning to make live streams a bit more of a regular basis, like half an hour stuff. For the content that I am putting up on YouTube, I unfortunately am going to be limited at the time. But currently we're at 17 minutes 40. I'm just rambling at this point. But my usual style is rambling and just coming up with like neat ideas. Wait, I think I didn't answer obvious questions involving Pokemon, did I? Going back to Pokemon. um, I said post launch patch, post game launch. Yeah, so a post launch patch would have worked fine for it. Um, I'm getting Sobble, so I'm not sure who else agrees with that, but yeah. I'm not really caring who's getting Sobble, who's getting Scorbunny, or who's getting Grookey. I'm picking Sobble because for Sun and for Sun and Moon, I went with Litten, and with X and Y, I went with Chespin. So I'm going with Sobble because that's at least that's balance. Though again, I could go with Grookey as well because if we're counting Oraz as part of this, I had gone with Mudkip for that first playthrough of Oraz. So technically, I could go with Grookey as well, but I'm going with Sobble. I'm only counting the actual like new games. No, I'm not counting remakes as part of this like count up. Um, so going with Sobble, unfortunately, they didn't reveal any fire types. Sword or shield though. On principle, I got again. On principle, I have to say this. I'm mainly the games used, or waiting for them to be cheaper, whichever happens first. But though I'm personally leaning towards Shield, mainly because like while I do like Zacian's overall design, I don't like the undersaturated like colors. Though the undersaturated colors make sense in a way because like it's not as armored up. It's not as burdened, I guess you can say. Um, it is very much like it's very much resembling like the idea that it's moving so fast it gets blurred, and when you notice something that's blurred, the color on it generally tends to be lighter than the actual thing itself when it's just still. Whereas Zamazenta, it has that deeper, more vibrant colors. Like well, deeper colors. The colors are more saturated rather than that kind of more pastel look that Zacian has, because it's going to be standing still. It's going to be standing. It's like it's guard. So do expect like Zacian is definitely more attack and speed based, whereas Zamazenta I'm expecting to be more defense and HP oriented. I do believe that there is going to be a dragon based like third legendary, but I don't think it's going to be quite the way we're expecting. Either they're going to do the twist where it's like Necrozma and it needs, Zacian and Zamazenta to get its full power back, but it's going to be both at the same time. Or alternatively, there is a third legendary that fits the wolf motif, but it has two forms, again, based on like Zacian and Zamazenta, because we see a statue of a warrior, a humanoid warrior, that like its armor looks like it's a combination of both of the wolves, and it's wielding both a sword and shield, and we see it when it's behind Marnie, and that's an idea that intrigues me because for all we know, this warrior could have became the Pokemon, or there's an actual Pokemon based on the warrior itself, and that's why they have a statue because things are passed down through the legend, and this humanoid like wolf Pokemon is the like this humanoid wolf Pokemon is this warrior, and no one ever realized that. Called Zayello or whatever the hell, because Zacian and Zamazenta are pulling from cyan and magenta, and when you do that kind of trio, you do it's cyan, magenta, and yellow. We see it in the Lake Trio from Diamond and Pearl, which I think some people actually realize this kind of connection, and that's where they're kind of pulling from. Woo! See, give me talking. I go kind of crazy with it. Um, hmm, what was I gonna say? I think I forgot something. Feel like I forgot something. Something very important. Oh! Okay, so not Pokemon related, but gods and monsters. So apparently it's inspired by Breath of the Wild while also pulling from the developers behind Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and I honestly think that's an intriguing kind of thing. I'm not sure how they're going to work it out. Is it going to be more like supernatural based compared to Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which gave more like sci-fi kind of origins for the legends? Who knows? I really don't. That game is on my pre-order list. Unfortunately, we don't really know that much about it, so I'm not sure if that's going to stay on my list or not. But that's there. Just getting that out of my head. Oh, I realized actually something else Pokemon related. I really should see. This is why again I wish I had comments. I'm gonna try to do another stream on Saturday. So Pokemon related. The Shield exclusives. I don't believe I don't believe for a second that Chatot is going to be the Shield exclusive. I'm leaning towards a Dunsparce evolution. I'm leaning towards that mainly because Dunsparce lends better to the idea. Like if it evolves and it becomes like a ghost dragon, mainly because you have normal flying Farfetch becoming pure fighting Surfetch. Just slapped my mic there. Sorry. You have, again, as I said, normal flying Farfetch becoming pure fighting Surfetch. Then it would make sense for whatever the shield exclusive is to be a normal type that becomes a dual type. And a lot of people have been wanting a dragon type evolution for Dunsparce, and given that Surfetch matches Bia's gym like typing, so like her expertise, and that's fighting type, it makes sense to have ghost type there as well for a Dunsparce evolution. Like they could even do branched evolutions for all we know, because that's actually a thing that people are suggesting. So it could be something like in like in Sword you get the pure fighting Surfetch with a giant leak sword, but then it becomes something else in Shield, and it's like focusing more on Shield. But in Dunsparce is the same exact way, and that would be really really intriguing because you can have that kind of setup where you can have both the like you can have Dunsparce become a pure dragon in Sword, and become a pure ghost in Shield, and it's like shedding like a matter of shedding its like pelt maybe like kind of like what was it, Shedinja, Shedinja, Shed Ninja, Shedinja. I always forget how. I can't remember if it has the first N in Ninja in there. I'm actually gonna look that up. Okay, so according to this, it is in fact Shed Dinja. Shed Inja. Shed Inja. Or we could call it Nukinin. It's Japanese name. So there is no first N from ninja. I've been pronouncing it wrong for years now. That's just lovely. Uh, oh my god, this is hilarious. But yeah, no, like a pure ghost, like kind of dragon-looking thing. That's just the result of Dunsparce shedding its skin in Shield. That would actually be pretty damn cool. Well, but make it like, but it's like it's a part ghost. It doesn't need to be like 1 HP like Shedinja. Like it's so dumb that that thing is 1 HP and it's Wonder Guard, and it's like you have so much shit that can take it down, and it's like so stupid about this. But I love it anyways because it's a Pokemon, and I love all the Pokemon like evenly. I don't really have a favorite. But you know what? This live stream has been going on for almost 30 minutes now. I'm gonna actually cut it here. This has been AMAC, also known as Demon IX, and peace out. I hope you enjoyed the live stream. First live stream. Hopefully the next ones will be better, and I have more people to bounce off of. Thank you very much for watching.